Hello, and welcome back to the Compassionate Curiosity Podcast, a space where we explore the messy, beautiful, challenging project of being human. I'm your host, Rachel, and for over a decade, I've supported thousands of women as a family nurse practitioner and Peace Corps health educator, and now help high achieving, heart led women stop hating their bodies without having to lose weight or fix themselves so they don't waste another year letting the mirror dictate their worth. And here in this space, we dive into the stories we carry about food, movement, our bodies, stress, and self worth, sharing tools, reflections, and lived experience to help you soften the pressure, reconnect with your body, and create more space in your life to breathe, rest, and just be. All guided by curiosity and grounded in compassion. And if you're not already following the show, take a quick second here to hit follow so you never miss a new episode. And I'm so glad to have you here joining me today. Today, we are continuing our mini Heart Talks, which is a 4-part series of gentle love letters to the emotions and inner parts of us that often get pushed away. Each letter invites us to listen differently, with the intention not to fix or silence these parts, but to better understand them. And this is what helps us build emotional attunement and safety. If you listened to the last episode, we began with fear, the part that tries to protect us when something feels new, risky, or vulnerable. And today, we are meeting shame, the part that hides when we fear disconnection. I feel like shame is one of the hardest emotions to sit with. At least that's been true for me. Shame tends to be the emotion hiding underneath other emotions like anger, anxiety, defensiveness, numbness. Those emotions act like shields, protecting us from having to feel the rawness of shame itself. And so maybe that's why shame can feel so unfamiliar or even distant, because it's been buried so long under those layers of protection. And so when it finally does surface, it can feel so tender and confusing even. Shame is that deep sense of something is wrong with me. The belief that who we are is the problem. But what if shame, like fear, is also just trying to protect us by keeping us small enough to avoid rejection, judgment, or the pain of being misunderstood? So let's explore that today. And so let's start by dropping into our bodies, just checking in with what's going on right now. So if you're safe and able to, I invite you to gently close your eyes and start by taking a deep breath in through your nose and letting out a long, slow exhale through your nose. And then just let your breath fall into its natural rhythm. No need to control it or change it or fix it. See if you can just let it be as it is, right here, right now. And now I invite you to shift your attention to your feet, noticing the sensations of your feet against the surface, that point of connection and groundedness. Maybe you notice a tingling sensation, coolness, heat, pain. Just noticing whatever's there and seeing if you can welcome whatever's there. And if you can't welcome it, just notice that too. And notice what you sense in your body with that. And let's take one more deep breath in through the nose. And let out a long, slow breath through the nose. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Or if keeping them closed feels right now, feel free to stay with that as we go through the letters today. So let's begin. Dear shame, I see you. I feel you. I hear you. I've spent a long time trying not to feel you. You appear in the moments when I feel too seen or not enough, when I'm afraid that who I am might cost me love. For so long, I thought you were me, the voice of truth, of humility, of accountability. I used to flinch when you arrived, close the door and pretend you weren't there. I thought your presence meant something was wrong with me. But now I see you only ever showed up when I felt exposed or unworthy, when I feared being left, misunderstood, or unloved. You've always pointed to the places that hurt. I didn't understand that you were showing me where I felt most afraid of being rejected. I see now you're the part of me that learned love could be lost, and that the safest thing was to stay small, invisible, or perfect. You've tried to protect me from rejection by getting there first, by criticizing me before anyone else could, by shrinking me before someone could say I was too much. And I honor that. I see how hard you've worked to keep me safe. But I'm learning that safety doesn't come from disappearing or running from you. It comes from being seen fully, messily, honestly, and finding love for myself in all of it. So I'm practicing new things, welcoming you when you show up instead of shutting you out, placing a hand on my heart and saying, you can be here, letting myself stay in the room when discomfort rises, speaking even when my voice shakes, offering myself grace instead of punishment, letting mistakes be human, not proof of failure, and remembering that worth isn't something to earn, it's something to remember. So you can rest now, shame. You don't have to hide or protect anymore. You belong too. I see you. I feel you. I hear you. You are held and you are loved. Love me. So let's take a moment to pause together right here. Take a slow, steady breath in through your nose and a full exhale through your mouth. Maybe place a hand over your heart or belly and notice what's present in your body right now. Maybe warmth, tightness, maybe nothing at all. If you sense a hint of shame, just notice it and remind that part of you, you can be here. And if nothing comes up, that's okay too. Just rest in your breath for a moment here. And now to hear our response from shame. Dear you, I want you to know that I never wanted to hurt you. I just didn't know another way to keep you safe. When you were little, being wrong or rejected felt painful and unbearable. So I tried to protect you from ever feeling that again. Every harsh word I've ever said was really my way of saying, please don't let them see the parts of you that feel too messy or unlovable. Every time I made you hide, I thought I was keeping you safe. I was just trying to protect you from being hurt again. I didn't realize that hiding would make you feel even more alone. I thought that if I could keep you small enough, quiet enough, perfect enough, maybe no one would ever leave, that love would always stay. But I see now that what you needed wasn't my protection. It was my love. You needed to know that you could be seen and still be safe. That even when you make mistakes, you're still worthy of care and love. And when you sit with me, when you hold the space for me instead of pushing me away, I can soften. When you stay, I can rest. Because what I've really wanted all along was to be seen and held, not feared and silenced. So thank you for finding me here, for listening long enough to understand me, for reminding me that love doesn't disappear when I'm seen. Thank you for letting me rest here with you. Love, shame. So take a slow breath and let those words settle into your body. Notice what's here. Maybe heaviness, relief, quiet, nothing at all. Whatever it is, it belongs. And what we start to see here is that healing shame isn't about getting rid of it or trying to change it or replace it. It's about meeting it with gentleness and openness and curiosity. Because when we stop running from shame, that's when clarity and true growth happen. And with that, we will wrap up part 2 of our mini Heart Talks series today. As you move through your day, I want to invite you to see if you can notice when shame tries to speak up. Maybe you get curious about moments of frustration or self-criticism and ask yourself, what might be underneath this? And maybe you notice shame there, maybe not. If you do, try playing with the idea that you don't have to fix it or push it away. What if you can just notice it and tell it, I see you. You can be here. That simple awareness and acknowledgement is how safety and self-compassion begin to take root. And I'd love to hear what came up for you while giving this a listen. I'll put in the show notes as to how to message me. And in our next Heart Talk, we're going to meet anger, another emotion often misunderstood, but rich with wisdom once it's given the space to speak. So stay tuned for that. And I want to thank you again so much for being here with me today. And until next time, my dear, may you know that you are not alone. I am here with you. May you be guided by curiosity and grounded in compassion. Sending you love, light, and gratitude today and always.